Welcome to the Firearms Insider Gun and Gear Review Podcast, episode 223. On this show, we showcase gun reviews, gear, and anything else the gun enthusiast may be looking for. We strive to evaluate products from an unbiased and honest perspective. I'm your host, Chad Wallace, from the Firearms Radio Network and straight out of jury duty, your source for broadcasts for shooters, hunters, and all things firearms related. In this show, we'll be discussing some 223-556 products because it's that episode. And tonight on the podcast, we have Tony and Zane. And yes, I know we're late, and that's my fault. Actually, it's the court's fault because I got stuck on jury duty, doing my civil duty. And now we're going to do this show and rag on everything cool. So what'd you guys do in firearms?
I actually did some stuff this time. So
I no.
Yeah. I bought a gun, which is kind of rare for me. I usually buy ammo or go to training, but I actually decided to buy a new gun for once. I bought a Ruger LCR, little wheel gun in
wait a second. Did we hear that right?
Yep.
A revolver?
Yep. I got a revolver. I'm not a big fan of revolvers. I mean, that's not really a big secret. But I did want a very, very small little gun. And quite honestly, I don't own a revolver, and I'm teaching concealed weapons classes. And I felt like it'd be nice to have one in the mix just for demonstration purposes and let students try it out and stuff. So, and I got a screaming deal on it. So
that's always cool.
I shot a modified dot torture with it, which dot torture with a double action revolver is interesting.
Well, yeah, I can imagine that because just the trigger pull in itself makes it interesting.
And not only that, my Glock that I usually shoot it with has an Overwatch precision trigger in it.
So even a stock Glock trigger's a lot shorter.
But yeah, I didn't do too bad. And then my brother came over the other day. It's kind of funny this happened because me and Tony were just talking about this on the after show 2 weeks ago or something. He had cheap ammo in his gun, and when he tried to clear it, drop the magazine and pop the round out of the chamber, only the case came out and the powder went all over the place in the gun and the bullet fell out. And because, he had cheap ammo in it. And I was like, well, this is a good learning opportunity to why we use HSTs or speared cold dots for realsies.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just funny because me and Tony were just talking about why it's not necessarily the hollow point that's the most important part about using good ammo. It's more for you want reliable stuff that's going to go bang when you need to go bang and not fall apart in your gun.
Yeah, the quality of ammo is a big important factor.
Yeah, so that was kind of neat. So, and he's new to concealed carry, so I gave him a pass on it this time. I mean, he does have a gun belt, a real holster, and a Glock, so he skipped a lot of the problems a lot of new concealed carriers make.
Yeah.
So,
you mean
but he's still
a neoprene holster, a Walmart belt,
yeah,
and the Taurus of the day.
Yeah, he's carrying in one of my old Eidolon Raven concealment system Eidolons, and he's got an Aries gear belt. So I was like, well, he did those two things right, so we'll give him a pass on buying crap ammo.
Yeah. Well, the thing is crap ammo, it teaches you stuff. That's why it's range ammo.
Yeah. Oh, it's great for the range. It's like aluminum case too or something. I was like,
is it like that?
Ooh. Yeah, I was like, what is this?
Is it the federal aluminum case stuff?
I don't know. He got it from Walmart.
Probably.
Although the Walmart down here does sell HSTs, I'll give them that. They actually
Federal makes an aluminum case.
Yeah, I think it was Federal. It was an aluminum case, something.
Never liked it. Didn't like it.
I've never shot it before, and I don't think I will.
I've shot some of it, and it's cheap ammo. That's
Yeah.
I like steel case stuff better than aluminum case stuff, but
I like brass.
Well, yeah, over brass is the best, but yeah.
You can feel the difference.
Yeah.
You can feel the difference in everything you do.
Yeah. Especially when you get into rifles. Like when you're shooting steel out of a AR, I mean, you can absolutely feel it because you don't get a good gas seal. Steel doesn't. Mm-hmm. It doesn't get a good. It's less, or I guess less malleable. Maybe is the right word.
Yeah,
than brass.
Try
I'm
shooting
not
it
a
with a suppressor.
metallurgist, so
I'm no metal scientist.
I use
it's not
steel
as
case.
bendy.
We use steel case when we go out to the desert and shoot jackrabbits. And the reason is because A, we don't worry about losing brass, and B, it's somewhat biodegradable because it just rusts away.
Makes sense.
And I mean, it
steel
works
is
quite
easier
well.
for if you have to police your brass. Steel is easier. You can pick it up on a magnet.
Well, yeah, yeah. So Tony, I know some of what you did, but you can tell us about it.
I didn't touch a gun.
Well, okay, firearms related.
We had a lot of stuff go down in Jersey or the area. So I was really excited. I got asked to speak at the Second Amendment rally when they had one in an entire country. Every state had one. And I got asked to speak at ours in Jersey and Trenton. So I did. It was awesome. The turnout was less than I thought because, well, gun people. But when we had our Second Amendment rally in last month, it was on a Monday because the legislators, excuse me, were voting. And the number of people said, "Hey, you should have it on a weekend. You had it on a weekend, we could be there. You had it on a weekend, we'd be there." Well, we had it on the weekend. They weren't there. Surprise. We had a few hundred people, which was cool, and everybody came out. A lot of candidates came out. So you got to hold these people's feet to the fire. That was Saturday. Sunday, I went to New York because it seemed the Hudson County Friends of the NRA were getting protested because of their Friends of the NRA dinner because someone decided to be offended. And they had protesters lined up outside, and they had 50 of them or so. And they were screaming all the ignorant gun stuff. So again, if you're part of my social media circle on Instagram, you can go on there and just see the dumb crap they were saying and the signs they were holding. And thanks to them and them protesting, word got out and gun people showed up in droves. Usually they have around 300 people attend the dinner. They had 500 tickets available. 700 people tried to buy tickets. So the room was freaking packed. And yeah, they had to provide security. So, those wonderful protesters that don't think we need guns wouldn't trash our cars while we were at the dinner. So we had security there to prevent them from attacking our empty vehicles. Then what happened? Oh, yeah, Monday. Monday was the Senate hearing here in Jersey to have 6 new bills that came out in Jersey go through the next step in getting them past this law, which was the Senate Safety Committee. So I went there and I testified, and I pretty much called them a bunch of Klansmen and racists. The speech that you can find on YouTube of me doing, I kind of said that, but I condensed it and just gave the racist history of gun control and said it doesn't make sense and the rules don't make sense because gun control is rooted in racism and it never makes sense. Gun control is just a way to control a group of people, and they use it to control black people in America for 400 years. And that was actually the quote they've been playing on the news here on 101.5, which is the news station in Jersey. They played that all morning, I heard.
Nice.
So popular.
That's what I've been doing. So again, thanks for letting me get that out. But it's important, guys. It's on a state level now. They're attacking every state. So you all have to pay attention no matter which state you live in because the attacks are there now.
Yep.
And that's what I did.
Those state rallies, apparently those state rallies were not, according to a lot of people I talked to, they were not advertised well because nobody had heard of it. I knew about it. Apparently a lot of people did not. I mean, I'm talking about even on Tom Gressom's show, he hadn't heard about it until the week ahead of time, and he's kind of
here's the problem.
The gun guy.
They decided after the nationwide anti-gun protest, various patriot groups decided they were going to get together and host their own. Well, you had to get everyone together. You had to get everyone on the same page. You had to coordinate it. Yeah, I have no idea how those teenagers in Florida were able to put one together and fly people from around the country.
Oh,
and get
come
wrapped up
on,
in song.
Tony. You know how.
Maybe they should have gotten those people to help them. Yeah, it's such horse crap.
I'd never heard of the organization that put them on. The National Coalition of Patriotic Americans or something like that?
Something like that.
I think a lot of time was wasted actually coming up with that name.
You probably.
Well, no, you had to come up with a name that was acceptable to all these different groups. It's hard to coordinate that. Like when we just did ours in Jersey, it was coordinating the groups inside the state with people that already know each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We got to
get
together
with strangers.
as a community of what's the word?
Actually being a community.
Well, but just working together, and it's like people they know this side, but they don't. I can't come up with the word I'm trying to say, but
people work together.
Networking, I guess,
especially in Yeah. Well, people work together because there's motivation to work together. If all you have is your little group of 3%ers or whatever, you guys do, and you have your club meets, and success to you is getting everybody in the club to actually show up for an event. It's kind of hard to coordinate with a nationwide event because everybody has different things going on. You have to come up with a date. It's a lot of work, and you also have to have someone that's paid to coordinate all that.
Yeah. Well, even if you look in some of the gun groups, someone will say something about, want to join an organization. Someone's like, join the NRA. It's like, no, don't join the NRA. Join the GOA. And you're like, no, the Second Amendment Foundation's better. It's like, well, like they all kind of have their pros and cons, but we kind of all need to get on the same page.
Yeah. How's this? Join a group. Join any of the groups that are actually doing something. And I said actually doing something. No, not all of them. All of them aren't actually doing
No, all the ones that do something.
What?
Yeah.
What's the one that that Dudley guy runs? Don't join that one.
Yeah, don't join that one. I can't even think his name, but he won't take his name off of it, so it's easy to find. It's an email from Dudley Brown.
Yeah, that's his name, Dudley Brown. So, I can't remember the name of it, but don't join that one.
Yeah, he's always giving away guns. Yeah, it's bullcrap. Don't do it. Real groups either give you absolutely nothing, or they give you crappy knives and bags from China.
Well, don't forget, they give you lots of junk mail.
Yeah, and lots of junk mail, and ask you to buy wine, but they don't give you guns.
That's right. Well, since you guys actually did something in firearms, I, however, did yard work. So, I guess if you
a honey-do list and yard work.
Yeah,
I mean, a honey-do list and jury duty, dude. That sucks.
Screwed up week. What do I say? So we'll get on to the announcements. Bandwidth sponsor is our buddies over at Patriot Patch Co. Though I don't think Ryan's our buddy anymore because he told us to quit texting him.
Broke up with us today.
I know. So I guess it's just our buddy Jake over there. New patches for pre-order because I'm kind of not prepared. I have no idea what the new patches are. But the patch of the month is something with a Thompson on it. So that's all you need to know. So go join it. Listener support program. Go to firearmsradio.tv/pledge gun gear review podcast. Give us some money. We'll spend it on products to review or something.
Oh, okay. I see it. The May is back-to-back World War champs.
Right.
With a Tommy gun, American flag, a pineapple grenade, and a World War II bucket helmet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yep.
So if you're shopping Amazon, use our affiliate link at firearmsradio.tv/Amazon. And if you want to donate to Tony's 2A for E diversity shoot and you're shopping Black Bag Resources, which he keeps getting a bunch of new products in. So that's always cool. Buy some stuff from him and use the code Simon Says Train, and all that stuff will be donated to the diversity shoot. So since our buddy Rob couldn't make it because we're keeping the old man up too late, the views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the individual co-hosts and do not reflect the official policy or position of the Firearms Radio Network and or their employers. Viewer discretion is advised. This is especially true on live shows where Tony and Zane are at.
It's true.
It's true. We don't have a review because I guess we're all kind of losers. I thought about writing one and then I got busy. So we got a few product spotlights. First up is the Bergara Premium HMR Pro rifle. The MSRP on this is $17.15. So what this is, it's kind of like their HMR rifle, but it's the Pro Series. So there's a few little differences, but I don't know really what. So I'll go over some of the specs. It's one of their premium 416 stainless barrels. They bring the barrel into the country, made it with one of their at their factory. They Cerakote it and give it one of their premier actions, which feature a non-rotating gas shield, coned nose bolt, and sliding plate extractor. It uses a two-lug system with a separate floating head to ensure contact with the lug in the action. The bolt head, the non-rotating gas shield, bolt handle, bolt shroud are fully nitride coated for extreme durability. And in this particular one, because it is episode 223, they actually make this in a 223 rifle. And what it is the HMR stands for hunting and match rifle. It's kind of a combination in between until you see the weight.
I was going to say, I do not want to lug this thing around the woods.
I think it's a varmint hunting is what they meant. It does have an integrated mini chassis for repeatability and bedding. It also has flush mounted cups for QD swivels. And they make a bunch. It is guaranteed. Well, they're capable of producing sub 1 MOA or less with good factory match grade ammunition. Okay, I'll go over all this stuff, but the main reason I stuck it in here, like I said, was they make it in 223. The weight goes from 9.2 pounds to 9.7 pounds, depending on which rifle caliber you get. It is available in 223, 308, 450 Bushmaster, 22 250, 6 Creedmoor, and 6.5 Creedmoor. And the overall lengths range from 39.5 to 45.5, and that depends on the barrel length, which the 223, 308 have a 20-inch, the 6.5 to 22 250 have a 24-inch, and the 6mm Creedmoor has a 26-inch. It does use AICS style detachable magazines. It comes with a 5-round magazine, and as we know, we can get larger ones thanks to Magpul. They do run a Trigger Tech frictionless release technology trigger, so it is not their particular trigger, but it is a nice trigger. The barrel taper is a 5.5. If you look it up, you can find out. It says the muzzle's threaded 5/8 24, includes a knurled thread protector. Bushmaster, the 450 Bushmaster is 11/16 by 24. It does not say if the 22 250 and 223 are half 28, which was what I was hoping, but it doesn't.
It would make sense, but
I know, but they're not American, so who knows? It does have an adjustable stock, adjustable cheek piece, and the stock has spacers you can add or subtract. Basically, that is about the specs. The stock is kind of a Cerakoted kind of splatter color. It's a nice looking rifle. I've actually seen one of these, and they feel nice, just like all the Bergara rifles do. I don't know why you would get it in 223. If I was going to get it, if you're shooting varmints and want the same caliber, maybe. But I would probably opt for it in 22 250 or 6.5 Creedmoor, depending on which one.
If I was going to varmint hunt, I'd go with 22 250.
Oh,
if
yeah.
If I was just going to long range shoot. Now, 223 can be you can long range shoot. I mean, they push it out to 1,000 yards.
Well, and the thing is it doesn't tell us the barrel twist rates, which I was really disappointed on, because I don't know.
Assuming it's for the, well, I guess I can't assume that. I was gonna assume it would be a faster twist, but
did you find it?
Actually,
Tony?
I don't know.
No, I'm going with 1 and 7 because I think that's what you do for precision barrel for a 223. That only makes
Right.
sense because
And
it's heavier rounds.
being
Yeah,
an
but then if you want a
AICS,
varmint hunt, though, you'd shoot lighter rounds.
well, yes, but not necessarily, because if you're running with the AICS magazines in 223, you can run longer. You can run the bullets longer out.
That's true. I know a lot of varmint hunters are using 40 and 45.
35s and 40s, yeah.
I don't think that's going to stabilize out of a 1 and 7.
Yeah, it might blow apart is the problem. It'll stabilize.
My thing is, are you gonna do this and spend that money? Yeah, you're gonna do this and spend the money on a 1 and 9 barrel with everything they have. I doubt it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Right? No, wait a minute. One. Yeah.
If you find it, 1 and 8.
So it's a sweet spot in the middle.
Yep. Yeah, kind of. Unless you're shooting really light stuff, but
right.
Yeah.
It's worth mentioning also that to reiterate that it's a 20-inch barrel in the 223.
Correct.
That's going to come in handy later in the show.
Yes. Or not come in handy.
Yeah, this is I don't know, it's cool, but I'm not into long range precision stuff, so it's kind of stepping outside of my realm of expertise. But I mean, it looks cool. I definitely think it's more of a precision gun than a hunting gun, like you say. Unless you're doing varmint stuff, I don't want to lug this thing around.
Oh no, I wouldn't.
I mean,
yeah.
My thing is, depending on, because you can pick up the Ruger Precision in 223 also. I forgot what they call it, but yeah, you can get a Ruger Precision in 223. You can get other guns in 223 that are hunting guns that are lighter weight. You can get bolt action guns that are free floated that take AR-15 magazines, so you don't have to spend all that money on that freaking Accuracy International crap. I mean,
Magpul makes them cheap, so.
Okay, but I'm just saying, man, it's like there are other ways to do the same thing, but Bergara is a well-known quality name, and if you want to get in on that game, this is a low price tag with a lot of features that would have cost you a butt ton of money just a decade ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And let's also be honest too. 20, 25 years ago, a sub-MOA claim from a manufacturer was a big deal. It's still not a good rifle now, but there are out-of-the-box guns for not very expensive that are shooting, so long as you're using good ammo and the shooter's capable, it's not nearly as much of a thing anymore as it used to be.
Well, right. Their series of guns, because I started watching all the Bergara videos I could, a lot of their stuff is talking quarter MOA.
I've never shot one for groups. I have shot one, I've shot just one of the regular HMRs. And those things, they're nice shooting rifles. I really think that with this pro model, for the price, I'm guessing it'll roll in at, $1,550 thereabouts, looking at their other rifles. But excuse me, they shoot really nice, so I think you're getting a lot for the money. I mean,
it seems to be a pretty feature rich,
and I think most of their rifles are that way. Yeah, and I don't know if it's exchange rates or if it's just that's how they want to do it, but I think you get a lot for what you're paying compared to some other rifles with their rifles. But
plus, don't forget this. You got to pay somebody to come up with all them dang pretty words in the description.
Man, but really, you must admit that compared to some descriptions that we've read and looked at, this one at least tells you something.
Oh, yeah.
I will say their website's not very mobile friendly. It's very, very tiny print on the phone.
Yes, I could see that.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't looked at it on anything but my mobile phone.
Yeah.
So does it get bigger?
It's got to.
No. Well, it's got a small font, so it's pretty small. Even I'm looking at it on a computer screen, and it's not huge, but it's better. It's way better than a phone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it was really testing my patience just trying to find everything on it. So I finally just changed to videos and watched multiple things that they make just to see what the quality is, what's going on with it, You know, just
Yeah.
doing our research as we usually do.
I had to pull it up from my tablet earlier because I was trying to do it on my phone, and I'm like, I can't read this. So my tablet's a little bit bigger screen. It worked okay with that. So if you're listening, do better on your website. Make it mobile friendly.
Oh, great. Now I have to worry about being jumped by these people at the next show I go to.
Oh, no, you don't.
I didn't trash their rifle.
We're not trashing their rifle, so you don't have to worry about being jumped by them. Are you guys...
Well, I don't have to worry about being jumped by the last people that jumped me anymore either.
Nope, they're never going to jump you again.
I don't think they're ever going to speak to me again.
Well, yeah, I guess we can live with that. Hey, you know something, Tony? It's a good thing you don't have studio lighting, or we might go blind.
You'd be blinded?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just cleaning the revolver using one of these lead. What is it? Lead Away from what's the name of the company? Clean Bore.
Advertisements with Tony Simon.
Oh wow, yeah. I didn't think about that. No, but people would ask me before. That sucks. Yeah, no, people would ask me.
Not really. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it, but people would ask me what did I use to clean the revolver with, because it's got that mirrored shine, and I'm like, I don't know the name of it. So I was actually cleaning it right here, and I could look at it. So I take it back. I don't know. It's nameless.
You should tell them car wax and
just give bad info.
Yeah.
Join my Patreon. Join my Patreon, and I'll give you real stuff.
So now that we have Tony's ad out of the way, and we basically don't have anything else to say about the Bergara HMR Pro, except I guess we all kind of like it. So, and it's heavy. You guys got anything else?
Heavy.
Yeah,
it's heavy.
Okay,
it's almost 10 pounds without an optic. So yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah. That's it. It does have 2 swivel studs up front, so you can mount a bipod that way if you want.
You could hook a plow to it. Yeah.
Yeah, you might be able to plow a field with it, maybe. Okay, so next up, we have my buddy's competition rifle at Axelson Black Pearl rifle. Now, this is an AR-15, and of course, I stuck it in here because it's 223,556. The MSRP on this thing is $2,495. So, you know, it's even more than the Bergara Pro. What this is their competition rifle, but I really wanted to throw it in here. Not so much. It's on sale right now for $2,245 and 50 pennies. Is because it only weighs 4.9 pounds, and it only weighs 4.9 pounds with not that much work to it. They have a carbon fiber stock and handguard on it, with a top rail, which on the handguard, which is also part of the carbon fiber, and basically a pencil barrel, a nitride coated 16-inch pencil barrel with a 1-in-8 twist. And it uses a standard Axelson, bolt carrier group. It's a mid-length gas system. It's a 15-inch handguard, if that helps. It uses their upper-lower receiver. Let's see. It uses their extended charging handle. And it uses a BCM Gunfighter Mod 1 charging handle. And their adjustable single-stage trigger, which can be adjusted from 2.5 to 7.5 pounds. And it comes with their ROC competition tunable muzzle brake. Basically, it's one of those lightweight rifles that doesn't use a bunch of lightweight parts to make it that way, like bolt carrier groups and cutaway receivers and stuff like that. Yes.
I don't like I've said it before. Tony said it before. I don't understand the race to the bottom, but I'm okay with this because they didn't compromise the integrity. It doesn't appear anyways that they've compromised the integrity of the firearm to lighten it, to make it lightweight.
Yep.
Right.
I'm in agreement with him.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I threw it in here. I was looking for stuff, and every so often I go check their page, and I looked at it and I'm like, okay, I've seen pictures of this. And I'm like, it's 4.9 pounds. I'm like, did they put extra stuff in it? And not really, which you know, and like we said, the receivers aren't cut away. It's got a standard, you know, forward assist upper with, you know, a standard port door and everything. So
And I think at this point too, I think we kind of have enough evidence that the pencil profile barrels are, you know, pretty much good to go. I know there was, when they first kind of came out, there was a little hesitant to use them. But,
right.
I mean,
Well,
the guys over at InRange build up their what would Stoner do rifle, use that.
well,
And,
you got to look at a standard. Look at their original, like, what were they? The M16A1s.
Yeah,
With
the
the
original is the M16.
M16s. Yeah, M16s, M16A1s.
they were
What
running a
happened was when
pencil
they got
barrel.
hot,
Yeah.
but when they got hot, they trailed all over the place.
Right, but
string, and
they were also full auto too.
right, but
Yeah,
even
so-
now,
but hot is hot.
3-round burst didn't come in until true, but 3-round burst came in the A2s, and you know, there was less wasted ammo.
right, but with
Well-
today's metallurgy and stuff, the lightweight profile barrels, they don't have the stringing problems that those particular first gen ones did. I mean,
Right.
yeah,
and that's what changed. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, this is a good looking rifle. It's obviously, I mean, it's in the name competition, but it's obviously geared towards the competition shooter, the 3-gun shooter, the, you know, what have you.
I look at it this way. Oh, go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I look at it this way. It's built really light. Like you said, it didn't compromise anything. It has a mid-length gas system, so nothing wonky there. It's not even adjustable, right?
Correct.
Cool. It has a regular upper and lower out of 7075 T6 aluminum. So all that's normal. It even has a normal bullet carrier group. So all the important parts are where they need to be. Truthfully, I find, and I was looking at the price and with what everything is, that's kind of sort of where you're going to be with this, just buying the products alone.
Yeah, I mean, there's like the little sticker shock with it when you first see it, but in all reality, that's what you're going to pay for a good competition rifle, if not more. I mean, honestly, even for a good duty rifle, you're going to pay, you know, a half that at least. So
yeah, you're definitely going to pay half that for a good duty rifle.
And like, before I put it in here, I looked up like the V7 rifle that we looked at, I don't know, 3 months ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
Their lightweight one, which also has a full receiver and set, but they uses their lithium aluminum or whatever. And it was similar weight, very close to the same. I think theirs was 4.8 pounds or something. But, you know, the price on theirs was like an extra $1,000. So,
yeah,
you know, I was trying to compare it to other rifles that would kind of be in the same class. And it's an M-Lock 4, and if I didn't mention it, if that matters to you guys. So,
well,
I think we've pretty much decided M-Lock's what we're using now.
I would hope so.
Are we using M-Lock? Are we using key mod? What are we doing here? But I think
what was this rolling in at? What was the price?
$22.45.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you looking up the V7?
I'm looking up the 2A armament.
Oh, okay, yeah. Theirs is about this price, isn't it?
No, it's about $2,459 for their least expensive one, and it weighs 5 pounds 4 ounces.
Oh,
this is
okay.
For the ALR 16.
Okay, but it's similar. Yeah, I gotcha. So yeah, I guess it's right in there with price.
Yeah.
You know, plus, you know, it helps a friend of mine out.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it this way. Get some. You know, I mean, this is around the price point you're going to pay. Yeah, their lightest one is 5 pounds. This one is 4.9. Their lightest one is a 2A armament BLR 16 rifle, and it's 27.79, and it weighs in like, you know, a 0.1 pounds.
Right. So pretty much the same. I mean, you're right. So in this ballpark, this is what you're looking at. So yeah.
And truthfully, our friend Angelo was able to make one lighter than this. I think he came in at 4.3 or 4.5. But he
Right.
used polymer stuff with a polymer lower parts kit.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it is what it is. You won't be able to run that as hard. And it's a range toy, period. Um, it's just that simple. This, you'll probably be able to run it more. I don't know what their warranty is, but I'm sure they have one for 20 something. A
Right.
rifle over $2,000. They better have one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll take care of you.
And now they have a 2 to 4 week wait because, tell Americans they can't have some and they're going to buy them all.
Exactly. That's exactly how it works.
The only
yeah.
AR manufacturer I'm not seeing 2 weeks waits on is Palmetto State Armory. And they just won't tell you. And you'll wait 2 weeks.
Well, that's because you can only order stuff when it's in stock on their site, right?
No, you can order it, and they'll
Yeah.
say it's in stock, and then they'll never send it to you, and you'll have to call like I did for 3 weeks in a row. And then they told me, "Oh, yeah, we're out of that."
Yeah. Okay.
Do you still want it? Well, yeah, that's what I was calling about, Chief.
Yeah, I want you to send it. Yeah. Okay, so now here's the important part that Zane was talking about earlier. We're on to some new 223 ammo, and it's the Hornady Superformance 73 grain ELD match ammo. MSRP, I couldn't find one on their site. Brownells has it for $22.99 a box of 20. Basically, says it's for their high power competitors, as well as law enforcement, military shooters, snipers. Yeah, whatever. It has a higher velocity, phenomenal accuracy, increased range and wind drift. Okay, so it's their new style ELD bullets that Hornady's manufacturing. They loaded it up to with a 24-inch test barrel. It has a muzzle velocity of 2930. So who knows what that amounts to in your 16-inch barrel? But
right, and I think that's pretty disingenuous to even use a 24-inch test barrel. Because
and the thing is all the ammo companies do it.
Barrel.
Because
hold on.
Even that Bergara was only a 20-inch.
Right,
but who did they say it was for?
High power. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. High power shooters.
High power shooters, are they shooting 24-inch barrels?
Yes, they are.
In 223.
Yeah, I don't remember, but that might be the maximum length they're allowed in 223s. I don't really know the high power.
Now,
rules.
service rifle, of course.
Right.
Rifle, of course, uses 20-inch barrels, but
service rifles nowadays are using 14.5s. The M4's a 14.5.
I'm talking service rifle competition.
Gotcha. I got you.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I meant service rifle competition. Yeah. So my thing is, 20-inch barrel is more what it would be. I find this entire line when they tell you it gives you another 100, 200 feet per second. What are we talking? I mean, really?
Right.
Well, so to me, what I want to know is, what is the muzzle velocity from 10.3 and 11.5? Because that 100, 200 feet per second can make a difference in.
That could make it a
10.3 barrel.
That could make it a 200-yard gun in a 10.5-inch, maybe.
Probably not 200 yards.
It's still a 73 grain. So.
It could push it and make it. You'd still get rifle ballistics at 100, or
maybe
you can shoot this out of even a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's what I want to know.
If I find a box of this on the shelf, I might buy it and chrono it out of my 11 and a half.
200 yards, even out of their 24-inch barrel, they're saying it's 24. It's dropped to 24.74.
Right.
I don't like to get lower than a muzzle velocity of 24 anyways.
But it is a 73 grain, so.
I'm guessing their 100-yard velocity is a typo.
Yes.
It lost 1,000 feet per second.
And then it gained.
800.
Yeah. and the energy is correct, but right. I think it's supposed to be 26.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think that's a typo.
Do they have the SD in here, or like the difference between rounds, the spread?
No.
In velocity?
No. Why would they do that out of a test barrel? Why would they give you that information? Come on.
Hold on. Oh, that was sectional density. Okay.
They do
No, I
give you
was looking
ballistic
it up.
coefficients in G1 and 7. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a good weight. I like a heavier bullet for reasons. I just kind of wish there was a little more information on some shorter barrels, because they're also saying it's marketed towards law enforcement and stuff like that. And
right, they're going to run a shorter barrel on normal.
Yeah, most cops are running SBRs, honestly, because they can.
Right.
Yeah, but truthfully, let's be honest. One, the performance of this for most law enforcement incidents, this is not required, this particular round, because it's a lot closer.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, do you need the super performance, cutting edge, newest thing that just came out that was actually developed for service rifle competitions? Because that's what happened when I started reading up on not this one, but the one before that's not the super performance. And that's what they developed it for. And then what they started doing was the military units, according to Hornady, ammo used by Navy SEALs, like everybody has everything used by Navy SEALs.
Right.
But they were like, people started using it downrange, and super secret agencies started using it because it was harder hitting. Truthfully, I think most people use this for barrier penetration, right? A heavier bullet for barrier penetration on stuff like this when you're talking close range. When we're talking close range.
Yeah, you're going to get better barrier blind performance out of, well, typically. I don't know. I've been a while since I've read up on the ballistics, but I know that was kind of a thing.
And with law enforcement, that can be important if they're having to shoot through glass or something.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying, we're talking long range performance, and that's what they're talking about too. But do you need this one that gives you an extra? Well, anyway, hey, listen, it's Hornady. The stuff is good, but I just wonder how much of it is marketing and how much better is it?
Well, that's kind of my
step down.
Yeah, that's kind of my thinking on, since they're saying it's an extra 100, 200 feet per second. That can be the difference in a 10-inch gun between a 25-yard gun and a 100-yard effective gun. Now, granted, you can make hits with a 7.5, out to 200 yards all day, but you're getting 22 performance out of the round once it hits its intended target. Being able to hit the target and being able to kill the target are two different things.
Right.
And I think the difference in price is like $1.10 a round.
Right.
To $1 like 15 or $1.20 a round. So even if you're dealing with a big department, that's the only time it'll make a difference, when you're dropping that kind of money.
Yeah.
So
the other thing too is, on a kind of separate note, is they also brought out some new rifle ammunition in the 223 ammo in, I can't remember which one, but it was their their critical defense. They came out with a 73 grain FTX. So,
okay.
That sounds interesting to me.
Well, we can discuss it. It doesn't quite have everything the same, but yeah, I was debating which one to stick in the show notes. So
I see it here. Yeah, it looks like it's a nickel cased round.
Yeah, but some of theirs are, some aren't. I don't think that really matters. It does have a flex tip, so it's their FTX flex tip critical defense ammo. See, this one's doing like 2790 out of their test barrel, which is 24-inch. Yeah, it does have a nickel case, but basically it's for quick expansion and limited penetration, but it's still a fairly heavy bullet. So, they're kind of both new. I think they're kind of similar in the line. It's just the one goes faster and this one's more for defense. So
meanwhile,
in
real life, people been stacking bodies with 55 grains for 40 freaking years. It's about shot placement. Quit whining.
That's right. Okay, well, we got through all the products, and it's probably a good thing since it's like 7:35 here or something, so who knows. We did have some feedback from iTunes, which is pretty cool. And of course, says a truly authentic show by Conroe Simpson. He gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Thank you, Conrad Simpson, Conroe Simpson, whatever. It says, thank you for providing an honest and no holds barred assessment and criticism of industry products. And that's all it says. So, I think he gets it. I think he gets what we're talking about here.
That is what we strive to do.
I mean,
truthfully, I contacted the company today about something, and I said, hey, if you have some product that you want discussed or you want reviewed, new or old, send it to us and we'll give it an honest review. Not we'll hook you up, or it's like, no, you can donate it, you can send it, you can do whatever you want, but believe me, we're going to say what really either we will say nothing at all ever,
right,
or we will talk about the product and be honest about it.
Because if stuff is so bad, we just kind of contact the company and say, I can't even say stuff about this. Just take it back. Here it is.
I can't even say I can use it as a weight to stop stuff from blowing off their table at the range. Take this garbage.
Yep, I completely understand. So we are to the point where Tony gets to rediscuss his diversity shoots.
Well, I haven't discussed the diversity shoot yet. Hey, let's see if the camera comes up. Hey, if anybody's watching, check this out. You see this? You see this Mayan calendar looking piece of wood? Looks like the Mayan calendar, but it's covered in firearms industry logos from all over the place, including Black Bag Resources in a couple of the corners. This was made by Dan from New Jersey Concealment Furniture. And it is an awesome piece of awesomeness. I don't even know what to call it. You just hang it on the wall as a dude. It has the 2A4E diversityshoot.com logo in the middle that was designed by Ryan Cross.
Tony?
Design. Yeah.
Tony, why don't you call it the Wheel of Diversity?
I call it the Wheel of Freedom.
Oh, I was going to call it the Wheel of Diversity, but hey.
And this one is actually in red. He's only made 3 of these. This is the 3rd one. It is freaking awesome. We're going to raffle this off. I don't know if we're going to do it, how we're going to do it online, but I want to make sure I take care of that and get it out there for all you guys. And we're going to give it away to raise money for the diversity shoot, of course. And if you really want to help a brother out, you can go to our GoFundMe and donate. We might even do it through there. We just do GoFundMe donations, and if you donate it to GoFundMe, we'll do the random selection thing.
Sweet.
To do. We want to bring you cool stuff. That's why I contact companies all the time, just to bring different stuff, and I want to bring it to people nationwide if I can. The next diversity shoot is June 7th. It's going to be the first Thursday in June. We're going to be selling tickets again. I'll probably set it up by the weekend, mainly because I want people to be able to have a chance to buy tickets. I didn't want to rush it and slam it into people. You know what I mean? Like right after the event. Really busy over the weekend doing Second Amendment stuff, mainly because I think it's really important that we as Second Amendment people reach out to other states and help them out. That's why I was in New York. I think it's important for gun owners to actually be politically active. That's why I was in the Senate Monday. And even though they just had a big article online about how rallies are useless, I think it's important that we actually have pep rallies between us and keep our spirits up and use that to network with other like-minded people. I think that's what that is. Rallies are not going to change what a politician thinks. Rallies get you to meet other people so you don't feel it's just you pounding away on a keyboard on Facebook sometime. Or, you're some of the guys that you go to the range with or that you meet at the range that are totally politically unaware. And sometimes you feel like banging your head into a wall when they say stupid stuff like, well, no one's really trying to take your guns, as they load their bolt action up for the hunting season because they only fire 3 rounds all year. Those guys, that's why we do rallies, because sometimes we need to talk to like-minded people. What's up with the Peltor?
They actually sent me these with they sent me some of their 500 series new earmuffs for review, and these came in the box. So I was looking at them while I was ignoring you.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, let me explain how much of a jerk Chad is. Chad sent me a box of stuff. I should show his address. And I just found as I was cleaning the room, he put pictures on the back of the box of me and Sean. Sean is skinny. I'm fat with Zane in my belly. And how long ago did you send me that? And I just finally saw the bottom corner of the box.
Geez, like 6 months ago or something.
Yeah.
That's
it's
funny.
It's on the bottom of the box, not on the bottom side, underneath. So if you're looking at it and you're opening and closing the box like I have for the last 6 months, you don't stumble across it. One day I put the box in something I could see through, and I stood it up on the end. And hey, what's this drawing?
Stick figures.
And At first, I thought it was his daughter, but I've spoken to her, and she doesn't have brain damage. So I'm like, it's probably Chad. It's probably Chad. So anyway,
thanks.
guys, what's happening, what we're going to try to raffle off, what we're going to try to do cool. We, of course, have the GoFundMe. You can go to diversityshoot.com, scroll to the bottom of the page, and just click on the link and donate to our GoFundMe. You can go to Black Bag Resources and purchase something and write Simon Says Train or 2A4E. Either one of those will work right now. And the product will be sent to us. Join Simon Says Train on Instagram, or go to our Simon Says Train page on Facebook. You can join that. And also join the Second is for Everyone Facebook page. I try to get a bunch of information out. I'm actually being more active to get info out. Today, I just posted all the primaries, the dates of all the primaries across the country on our pages. So you can look, because this is what's really important. We tell you all the time, it's at the state level. You're going to have to do your research. You're going to have to find out who's pro 2A. You're going to have to vote for them. That's the only way we're going to win this on the state level. We actually have to be grassroots and organized, because we don't have a millionaire or billionaire behind us, which I don't understand that, by the way, because there are pro-gun millionaires and billionaires out there. Really, they need to get their crap together. So that's what's happening. Thanks a lot, as always, guys, for listening to me. Thank you, Matthew, out in the comment section and on the YouTubes. Thanks for watching the show live.
Woohoo. So send questions, comments, or feedback to gungearreview@gmail.com. Remember to subscribe and leave us an iTunes review like our buddy Conroe Simpson did. Check out all the other shows on the Firearms Radio Network at firearmsradio.tv. Be sure to check out the Firearms Insider for reviews and industry coverage. Also, check us out on Facebook at Facebook/Firearms Insider, and follow us at Firearms Insider on Instagram. And thank you for listening to the largest pound for pound podcast on the network. And we are out.
Bye, Felicia.